What's up, y'all? Welcome to The Jar. It's Brooklyn Jones, Ceejay, Avilez, and Steve Royall. That's the J-A-R. It's The Jar, y'all.
All right, welcome to Robot Killers Studios. I'm Ceejay Avilez.
I'm Steve Royall.
And I'm Brooklyn Jones.
So what's the first topic we're starting with, Steve?
So we're talking about the dating climate, today's dating climate. It's the ridiculousness of it and how things have changed from back when it was the early 2000s to now.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about then.
Oh my gosh.
I think we need to take it back to before the early 2000s because I honestly think they need to bring back courting. Nobody's courting anymore.
I don't even know what it is.
Courting means like, you know, chasing a girl, like, you know, taking her out, whining and dining her. Like, even before you get to take her out, you kind of, you know, chase her a little bit, ask her out.
Stalking.
No, not stalking, but like, hey, you know, you want to go out? It's like the dance before all the serious stuff.
Like when you were in high school?
Yeah, like, oh, I like him, I like her. You think you go out with me? Oh, would you like to go out with me? Sure, let's go out on a date. And you go out on a few dates, you know, you get to know each other. Maybe he gives you a pin or a jacket to claim his girl. A Letterman jacket.
Not the Letterman jacket.
You said a pin? That's like on
a pin, like a little lapel pin. They used to put a pin on a girl to let you know that
All
she's
right,
taken.
well, so from now on, if I'm going to try to court a girl, I'm going to get a paper. I'm going to write, do you like me? Yes or no?
Oh, not the
Check box.
Yes.
Yeah.
Classic.
See, I miss the days like that. Can we curse on here?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay, because now people are like, want to fuck? Okay. Like, they leave out everything.
Right.
Let's fuck tomorrow. We met we met today. Let's fuck today. Like,
You have a lot of papers with no on it on that question.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I personally think it's because of dating apps. Because of the accessibility of different people. You know, people are so quick to just swipe, and they know it's like almost like an unlimited supply of options.
yeah, people are scared to commit to one person because they always think there's something better out there.
Yeah.
I have a news flash for you guys. There's not.
Yeah, most dating apps, I'm pretty sure, I mean, it's a fact that, I forget the percentage, but they're talking to about 5 other girls at the same time.
Yeah. If you find somebody you like and you really vibe with them, stick with that person. There's probably not many people better than that.
You know, I actually came up with an idea for a dating app. This will probably ruin all of them. I probably shouldn't say it for some people are going to be pissed. So pretty much it goes, if you're talking to someone and you like them, there's a button that you have to press on your dating app that says, I mean it. And it it blocks everyone else. And it'll show on your page. It'll show on your page, he is blocking everyone.
Oh, and talking to that one person. I like that.
No, hey, I'm serious. Because there's times where I remember back in the day, I'd be like, no, I'm really serious about this one. And she's like, probably not feeling it. And I'm like, why isn't she? We were talking for a while. What's going on? She's probably talking to 5 other guys.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought. I was like, well, shit, let me have her be serious and I'll be serious. And let's see how it works out.
Yeah.
It's like, it's kind of like putting your app on pause, but it's still there in a way, like where you're still getting likes in case that doesn't work.
Yeah. I like that idea. For me, as a woman who dates women, it's really hard for me. I had to delete all my dating apps because, like, especially like the lesbian ones, like there's one called Her. There's a lot.
Yeah, I'm on that one.
Shut up. See, that's why I got rid of it because I was about to say there's a lot of men on there pretending to be women.
Really?
A lot.
Wow.
And they think that they're tricking us, but they're really not because women speak differently than men.
Okay.
So it's certain things that they say that'll trigger you. No, it's certain things that they'll say that, you know, like women generally are a little more emotional. So, you know, like we'll really try to get to know each other as people. But when you're talking to a dude, they're like, yeah, I can't wait to see them thick thighs. You know, like they get sexual fast. And I'm like, this is a freaking dude.
No, I know girls that talk like that.
They do. I'm not saying that they don't talk like that, but there's a build up to it. They don't just come out like that right out the gate. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, and the girls that I'm talking to,
You
like
mean right out the closet?
Oh my God.
Shut up. Maybe some studs talk like that. I have no idea because a lot of studs are very similar to dudes, but I don't talk to studs. I talk to more feminine women, and a lot of the feminine women they don't be talking like that. So I'm like, this is a freaking dude.
So you're like falling in love with a bunch of girls right now because they're all talking to you the way you like.
No, I'm not on the dating apps anymore. I got rid of them all because I was scared because there was too many dudes on there. What made me get rid of the dating app? Something crazy happened to me. So I was on one of them and I was talking to this girl. She was beautiful. That was the first red flag. I was like, she's too cute to be on here, right? So I reverse image searched her picture and it came up on an escorting site, like a female escort site. So I was like, nice try, ho. No.
Yeah.
I was like,
is it Hollywood Escorts?
I don't know the
I'm
name
just
of that
kidding.
site.
I don't know the name of any.
Yes, you do. You know the name.
Please.
You know the name of all of them
Definitely know the
sites.
name.
Please. Whatever.
So I text her. You know, I hit her. I was like, "Yeah, nice try. I just found your picture on a escort site." And she started playing. She was like, "No, I'm not on any escort site." She's like, "I have an ex-boyfriend who's angry with me, and he put my picture on the internet, and all these sites are using it. Like, I'm really who I say I am or whatever." I'm like, "Yeah, okay." But she's like, "No, I could prove it to you." She was like, "Let's talk on the phone." Now, my dumb ass, I should have said, hell no, and blocked her. But I was like, okay, let me see. So we exchanged phone numbers and she called me. And it really was like this beautiful Indian girl. That was the second red flag because I was like, Indian girl, their parents don't play that shit.
Definitely not.
Just stone her ass. So I was
smart.
like, I ain't trying to get stoned either. But I talked to her on the phone. She sounded really legit. But I was like, I'm a intuitive person. So like I felt in my gut something wasn't right. Even though it sounded like the real person, I was like, I just don't trust her. So she was like, I'm gonna go take a shower, I'll call you back. Right? So I was like, okay. And when she hung up, I texted her and I was like, you know, if you're legit, I'm really sorry for this, but I don't feel right about this. I just there's a red flag in there somewhere. So I'm just gonna let you go. So I blocked her number and I went back on the site and her profile was gone. I was like, see, I knew it. And then,
Got him.
No, this is what got me. Maybe 3 days later, I got a random phone call from a number I didn't know, and it was an Indian man asking me if I was available to escort. I was like, you know what?
Oh
I
my
swear, he was
God.
like, hello, are you available for escorting? I was like, hell no.
Wow.
And that
How much
scared
to pay?
No, it scared me because I was like, oh shit, the sex traffickers have my phone number now. So
Right.
now I'm like scared. I was like looking over my shoulder for like the next 3 months thinking that they were going to jump out the bushes or something. I was like, oh shit, the fucking sex traffickers got my number. After that, I deleted that dating site and all the other ones. So now I only meet people in person and sometimes I talk to people on Instagram. Because like Instagram is a little safer because you see people living their life. They're posting all the time. They're not pretending to be somebody else. I mean, that does happen,
Yeah.
but with Instagram, like, I won't let on that I like somebody at first. Like, you know, I'll look at their page, see what they're about. I'll start talking to them just regular. Like, I'll talk to them, respond to their stories or whatever, and gain a rapport with them. And then if I like them, then I'll, like, start to flirt or whatever.
And then you'll say, shoot, never mind. I don't want to say that. Never mind. I was going to imitate it. I'm going to cut this
Gonna
part
say
out. I was
something
going to say, oh, hey, we have a very interesting job for you.
Oh my
Please put
God.
that in there. That's funny
Nah,
as
I can't do that.
I did it. You let me do it. I said the Indian man was like, hello, are you available to escort? And I was like, hell no.
I noticed you liked my Instagram.
Oh my
Yeah, no, but like I feel like it's a little bit because like people on Instagram, there's real people on there. Like I'm on there, you know, you can see them, you know, out with their friends or whatever. So you kind of see who it is before you approach them in that way. Whereas on dating sites, they're just putting their picture up and putting up like what they think you want to see in a dating aspect. Whereas on Instagram, they're just on there.
Yes, but okay. So I have two girls that I met on Instagram. Like they both follow me, right?
Yeah.
And
It's really them though, right?
that's the thing. I don't
Oh,
know.
you don't know?
Because they're like, oh, you know, like you're very funny. Like we should hang out. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the pictures. Like hell yeah. Like are you in LA? Because I'm looking at the pictures and the backgrounds don't match LA. Like the green, the shrubbery.
Yeah.
I'm like, this don't look like LA. I'm like, where are you in? Like one girl, she's like, she says she lives in Glendale, and then the other girl, she lives in Echo Park. Right. And the Echo Park one, because I was like, you live in Echo Park? She's like, yeah. I'm like, this doesn't look like Echo Park, right? So she's like, well, this is my address, which that's a red flag right there.
She gave her
Like,
address? Oh,
yo.
that's a killer.
Huge red
Oh,
flag.
man.
And then the girl in Glendale, because she was like, oh, I live in Glendale. I was like, oh, well, I'm actually starting to do stand-up, so I'm going to be going out to Glendale. And she's like, oh, okay, cool. And then I said, I was like, well, let's meet up. And she's like, oh, I need gas money.
Oh hell nah.
What?
No,
That's-
man, you should give her gas money.
Now let me ask you this: on their Instagrams, is it just their pictures, or are they showing like videos? Are they doing stories? Because like if you look at my Instagram, you know it's really me. Because like you see me on my stories, like look y'all, I'm in Ralph's and look how much these potato chips go. Like I'm live on there. It's not just pictures of me that I could have stole from anywhere.
They have pictures and video.
I don't trust the bitch that gave you her address, because who does that? I don't give nobody my address. Even people I know, I barely give them my address.
Someone that needs money, man.
Yeah.
I need money. I don't give nobody my address.
Yeah.
Hell no.
She said,
and I'm a guy. I'm not giving out my
did she say money order or like a cashier check?
iTunes gift card.
Yeah.
Send it here. Steve's like this, like, yeah, I was gonna go to her place, but I'm like, I've never been to a P.O. box before.
No, it was an address. Like it was an actual house, which I thought was kind of weird because, like Brooklyn said, like who gives their address?
You know, women work with men sometimes, and like they'll act like they like you or whatever, and set up a date with you, and then they're like, "Come over, you know, I'm gonna cook you dinner or whatever." And then when you go over there, they beat your ass and rob you. The dudes. Like the women are like the lure, and then when you get there, the dudes come out and beat your ass and rob you. So be careful with that.
I've actually had an incident with that. I told my buddy about. It's pretty much it was like a dating app back in the day. I want to say like I don't even know. It was like more than 10 years ago, and the girl said, "Hey, come over," and I was like, "I'm not gonna lie." I was like, "All right, well, this is a booty call for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming over her place." I go in there. There's a front like a alley, not an alley, you know, like a port,
like a walkway.
The walkway. Sorry,
Yeah.
I couldn't think. And then I'm walking there, and I get in there, and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, and the light's kind of dark. I'm like, all right. And then we go in there, and I'm like, oh fuck, there's someone there's a living room, and it's kind of like right here where it's like, but it's like a fold out bed, or it was a bed, and I'm like, there's someone fucking there. She goes, it's okay, we'll go in the back, like, and I was thinking, okay, to her room.
Yeah.
I'm like, we get back there, and I go, there's a closet here and a bathroom, like in the back. Mm-hmm. That's it. Mm-hmm. And I went,
hell no.
I went, you know what? Wait, hold on a second. I forgot something. I seriously went to the front. She goes, no. She goes, it's okay. It's my uncle. And I'm like this. Are you fucking? I went. I got out quick.
Yeah.
I got out quick. Ran through that front pathway. What'd you call it?
The walkway.
The walkway. All right, I'm sorry. I'm like, I feel stupid right now, but the walkway, because I still feel those nerves. I'm like, I ran to the front, kind of past the sidewalk, and I was like, what the fuck?
They're about to get your ass.
Or not. Maybe she just wanted to make out in the bathroom, and I'm like, no.
Now they're about to get you.
Yeah, definitely sounds. Yeah.
And then she came, and she I was like kind of right there, and I think I was on my phone at that point where I'm like, I don't even think there was Ubers then, and I'm like, I think I was gonna call a taxi. That was kind of weird.
Oh, you weren't even in the car?
No, I wasn't driving.
Oh my
no,
God.
And I'm in the front, and then she kind of comes up to me, and she goes, "Hey, no, that's just my uncle," and I go,
You ran?
You seen the movie The Flash? I ran faster than The Flash. I didn't stop. I didn't stop. I was
probably
at the beach, probably.
Life.
Yeah, like,
I would have been scared too. That's why I don't mess with dating apps anymore.
It probably was nothing. That was weird though, man. I was like, I'm not chancing that shit.
It was something. Because ain't no girl, nah. That was that was sketchy.
I think I got lucky that I got out. Maybe she forgot to lock the door. Maybe he forgot to get up and lock the door. Maybe he was like going to give it a moment and then maybe.
They were
I
about
don't know.
to steal your organs.
Shit.
Oh, man, yeah.
You were going to wake up in a bathtub filled with ice.
He would. Oh man.
Nah, that's scary. I don't mess with the dating sites anymore. If I don't meet you in person, then come to my comedy shows. I think I'm gonna meet my person at a comedy show. That's what I'm guessing. They're gonna come up to me after my show and tell me
you were a funny girl.
How funny and fine I am, and then.
Yeah.
The rest is
now people are gonna hear this and go like this. That's all I gotta do.
I know. Oh God. Then every show is gonna be like a line of people. It's like, you're funny and fine. Fuck out of here. You're funny and fine. Fuck out of here. You gotta be fine too. Can you imagine if I said that? You gotta be fine too. Fuck out of here.
Hey, keeping it real.
Terrible.
Keeping it real.
No, I'm not mean.
No.
Especially not to women. You know what's crazy? I used to be kind of mean with dudes when they would ask me out, but with women, I'm like, oh, I don't want to hurt her feelings.
Oh my God.
Like, I don't care about dudes feeling like, fuck y'all, but women, no, I'm nicer now though.
And then he's walking away from you. Man, I really thought she was funny and fine.
I know. I realize now that men have feelings. I didn't know that before.
We do, Brooklyn Jones. We do. Now, so I've had some shows where like girls come up to me afterwards. Oh, you're very funny, and then I try. Oh yeah, thank you. So listen, like we should keep in touch. You know, maybe invite you to another show. Oh no, I'm good.
Yeah, like I said, you was funny, not fine.
Right. It's
I just said funny. I ain't say funny and fine.
Right.
Fuck out of here, Steve.
Right. go do your show somewhere else. Oh my gosh.
What's the worst date you were on from a dating app?
I've only gone on two actual dates from dating apps. Neither one of them were necessarily bad. The first one I went on, it was a good date. We just weren't compatible. Like she just talked a lot. I'm like, shut your ass up over there.
She's like, but you're funny and fine.
She talked a lot, and we just didn't have a lot in common because she was like, I just felt stupid as fuck talking to her because she was like really intelligent. Not that I'm not intelligent, but she was just like, let's talk about apartheid. I'm like, we on a fucking date, bitch. And I'm over there like, did you know Patti LaBelle made pies?
just random shit.
Yeah, she's like, no, I didn't know that. She's like, I don't watch TV and I don't really go on the internet. I don't do Twitter. Like all the stuff that I do, she was just like look her nose down at it. So I was like, this bitch thinks I'm an idiot. She's like, I really don't do TV and I don't do the internet. I read books.
I don't even own a TV.
Too, but yeah, she was like one of those. So I was like, this ain't gonna work because I want to talk about TV shows. And I'm like, what's your favorite TV show? She's like, I really don't watch TV. And she was an actress. So I'm like, I can't. And she didn't like me either because the next day, like, my thirsty ass, I was still willing to go on another date with her just because she was cute. I got to stop being like that. Like, I'm too focused on looks. Like, the fact that I knew that personality-wise, we were not compatible at all. But I was still like, I'll give her another chance. She's cute, you know? And the next day, she's like, no, we ain't working. Like, maybe we should be friends.
No, I've been with some hot girls that are just crazy.
Yeah.
Ugh, I don't even know what to say. They might know.
Yeah, so she was like, maybe we should be friends. And I was offended. Like, bitch, I was willing to give you one more chance, even though I knew we weren't compatible. You can't give me one more chance. But no, she was right. And she was really sweet. We just weren't compatible.
No, I would stay. Actually, this is way back. I would stay with the girl knowing like a couple weeks in, I'm like, oh man, this is bad, but she's fucking hot.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, like this is nice. No, it's not. Mm-mm. Yes, it is. It was just like a teeter totter. I'm like, today it's good.
Yeah.
Because she's not here.
And that just starts to wear off. Like the more a person gets on your nerves, the uglier they get.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you know what? You're not even that cute. Get out of my face. Mm-hmm. So I just have to make sure I find someone that I find attractive. You know, they don't have to be like the hottest person in the world, but like their personality makes them even more attractive because we have to be compatible on the inside, especially since looks fade. You know, I ain't a spring chicken, and neither will she be. So, you know, I just got to find the finest old bitch I could find with the best attitude.
So when you become like successful, will you date in your age bracket or will you go younger? Because I can already tell you, I'm going younger.
I don't have a preference. If I like you, I like you.
No, I can't go too young because we're not going to have.
Wait. Come here, kid.
Let me correct.
I like you. You're
Hey,
cool.
little girl. Wait, is my mic on?
Yeah, it's on.
I'm not saying young like a kid, but I'm saying I can't go so young that they're not going to know my references.
Right.
Like if I say Pearl from 227, she says, who? She's too young for me. You know what I'm saying? Like she got to understand, like you act just like Florence. Who the fuck is Florence? From the Jeffersons. What's the Jeffersons? No. She has to be old enough to understand my nostalgic references.
But won't it be kind of fun, like if she does like them when you're showing it to her? Like it's like, oh, I'm showing this to this girl. And she's digging it. And it's like, this is great. Like I actually was talking to someone and I was like, she was young. And I was like, she had... I don't want to describe too much, but she knew all the references, but she was young. And I was like, how old are you? And she started explaining how she knows this old stuff because her family would watch it all the time. But I was like, okay, hold on. I'm digging it now. Like I was starting to dig it. I was like, all right, hold on. You just kind of opened the door.
Mm-hmm. Without telling my age, I'll say that I'm older than 35. So I wouldn't be with anyone in their 20s. They would have to at least be in their 30s.
No, I don't. It's a waste of time.
30s, like 20s, that'd be like my child. Like, come on, like.
No, I know. I look out. I love my nieces and nephews, and I'm like, no, dude, no. If I saw someone talking to them that age, and it's like, nah.
My nephew is 17. Somebody 20 years old is like 3 years older than my nephew. That'd be like dating a baby. I would.
I think my niece is, I forget her age, 14. She's tall as I am though.
Yeah.
And it's like, I feel like she's 17 or maybe she is 17. Anyways, but
You got to be in your 30s.
we got to ask Steve, we forgot to get to his worst date.
No, wait.
Well, I'll give you that too. But I would say for me, the youngest I would date is 27. Like they've gotten all the fun out now. They're like ready to settle down.
Ain't nobody 27 trying to settle down. Well, women
What?
maybe. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
That's so young.
27 is young.
They got to be at least 31.
I think 27 is a good number.
I met some mature young ladies. I mean, I've dated when I was younger. I remember dating someone, I was like very young and she was like a couple of years older than me. And I was like, she's freaking mature, like crazy.
I mean,
More mature
ideally,
than-
I would say they have to be in their 30s, but let's say I met someone that was like 29 and she was like everything that I want. I wouldn't just be like, nah, hell no, you 29. You know, I'll probably give her a chance. I won't say never, but ideally, I would prefer someone at least in their 30s.
Yes. So I would say that was how I thought. Like, you know, I want someone like in my age, without telling my age, in my age bracket. But it's kind of like when I'm trying to pursue those women now, they're looking at me like, get out of here, bum. So I'm like, okay, cool. That's fine. So that I'm thinking.
Women in your age bracket?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it within that age range.
You like a 27-year-old take my bum ass in an instant.
That's right. Well, when the money's right. Now it's across the board. It's get out of here, bum.
Yeah.
And with the 27 years, it's like, get out of here, you old bum. So I got to have the money to match the, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like if the women in my age bracket aren't interested now, it's like, well, what's cool with me?
Yeah.
But, so
I
when
want
have
your
the
old
money-
ass anyway. I want your
Right.
daughter, bitch.
Well, if she's 27 and up, like I would say my age range would be so now I would say if I'm rich, my age range would be 27 to 35.
Damn, you won't even go to the 40s? Not
Nope.
even 45?
Nope.
God,
Nope.
you see, y'all see how men are? Y'all see how men are, right?
no.
You see that, ladies?
That's because
No, that's how
because of the
Steve
situation
is.
now.
Steve.
Okay. You
Gentlemen,
see how-
ladies.
Yeah, you see how Steve and men like Steve are?
Yes.
Ain't shit.
No. Like I said, so
So if you met a woman that was 44 and she was freaking beautiful and everything you look for in a woman except that she wasn't 27, you wouldn't date her?
well, like I said, that if you ask me now,
Yeah.
yes. But if once I'm like, you know,
Rich,
no.
Ladies, if you meet Steve in his broke time and you really like him, don't date him because when he get rich, he gonna leave your ass.
No, that's not true. If they're with me as I'm coming up the ladder, then yes, that's good. But if they wait and then all of a sudden I'm rich and then, oh hey Steve, because let me tell you. So back in 2007, I had a phenomenal year with like I booked a few commercials. I had like some speaking parts on, so it was a great year.
Yeah.
I had girls coming out the woodworks all out of the blue, like, oh hey Steve, I just saw you on TV. How you been? Like, let's catch up. But they weren't doing that before. They weren't
Right.
checking for me before. So it's kind of like, all right. So cut to now, like I said, if they're not checking for me now, cool. When I'm rich, keep that same energy.
When I blow up, don't try to kick it to
Don't
me
try
later.
Hell no.
See, now I gotta date a girl. When I say that, she gotta know what song that's from.
Oh my god.
Steve is like, I don't even know what song that's from.
I'm looking it up right now. Shit, what are you talking about?
That's from Positive K. I Got a Man.
Oh my gosh. How did
I ain't trying to hear that right now.
All right.
What your man
Not
gotta
trying
do
to hear
with
that.
me?
See, what your man
I'm not
got-
gonna lie, I hate that song though.
I like that
No.
song.
Too.
No. The reason I hate that song is like this guy's spitting game to her so
Hits close
hard,
to
and it's
home.
just like chill the fuck out, bro. She just told you she's not interested, and you're saying all this stuff, and she's got a man.
Yeah, shut
It's-
the thirsty ass up. Like you trying to steal somebody's girl.
Maybe I'm just feeling like I'm that man, and it's
Yeah.
like, what are you doing? You're like,
Yeah.
what happened? You at work? What?
Yeah, and I've gotten that too, because I be lying out in these streets. Like when guys try to holler at me, I be like, I got a man already. Or I've used that a lot, and they say that shit. So he don't let you have friends? Like no, because if I was with you, you wouldn't want me making new friends with some random dude. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
just trying to be your friend. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
When you have a man, you should get like a little rule book that has the things you're not allowed to, and go, actually, no, he says here, no.
You see right here, section 2, line 17. I'm not allowed to have friends.
I ain't trying to hear that. See,
That's so funny that we go. I didn't. Okay, when I was younger, I did go. That was my goal. Oh, your boyfriend doesn't let you have friends?
Oh,
I was
you
that
were
guy.
one of those.
When I was younger, when I was like
Yeah.
in high school and college, yes, I will admit I used to use that stupid line.
Yeah. It's y'all dudes have to y'all have to learn how to be rejected too, because it's not always personal. There might be a reason why, a woman doesn't want to date you, or you just might not be her type. Some guys, they get in their feelings. I had a guy throw a bottle at me because I didn't give him my number. And I was with my mom. Like, you think I'm going to stop and mac with some dude when I'm with my mom? He's like, yo, sweetheart, can I get your number? And I'm like, no, I'm good. I didn't even say it in a rude way. I didn't say, hell no, fuck out of here. I was just like, no, I'm good. He was like, fuck you then, bitch. And then when I got like halfway down the block, he threw a glass bottle at me and it shattered around my feet and my mom's feet. He was like, I guess he was embarrassed because I said no. He asked me in front of his friends or whatever. But I wasn't even disrespectful, because people be like, oh, y'all girls are disrespectful. Then you wonder why dudes disrespect you. But turning somebody down is not disrespectful.
Yes, I agree on that one. I never understood that either. Even when I was younger, if I got rejected, it was just like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I've just always been like that. Like,
Yeah. I mean, I've been rejected and it hurts, but I ain't want to stab them, Like, okay, I'm not their type. And you like, damn.
I was dating a lot, so I wasn't really hollering at girls. And when I was younger, I was just like 5
In
years.
relationships.
Yeah, in a relationship.
Oh.
I was in a relationship a lot, so I think it was just like, then when I get out, I'm like, I don't know how to like flirt with.
Yeah.
So I give up.
Well, how'd you get the ones you were with?
Natural. It was like natural. It wasn't a dating app.
Y'all were like friends, and then
That's how it happened.
transpired. Yeah.
I definitely make efforts. Like
Yeah.
when I like someone, I'm like, oh no, I want to hang out with them. I'm like, I'm just gonna hang out with them only. There's not 5 girls. There's gonna be
Right.
boom. I'm gonna get this one. But then when I get them, shit. Now it's 5 years in.
Now I got 'em.
Oh fuck. What do I do?
Yeah.
5 years in. Like, I think if you haven't like married someone within 3 years, you're wasting time.
What if you don't want to get married at all?
I don't know what I want, but
Do they know that you don't want to get married in the beginning? Like, if you guys discuss in the beginning,
Yeah.
like, I don't want to get married. But some people, and I have to
that's-
say, I made this mistake once where I was with my ex-girlfriend for 8 years.
8 years.
But I knew I wanted to marry her. I just
Yeah.
didn't have the money.
Right.
I mean-
but we also never talked about it.
No,
either.
Steve,
She didn't.
She didn't talk about it either.
no.
So what happened?
Why we break up?
Yeah.
Steve's about to cry.
Because you're an asshole.
He was
You cheated.
upset. I didn't cheat. Okay. I didn't cheat, but there were 2 things that I did that were wrong.
Okay.
So first, I was getting other numbers.
Okay.
And I would put like little notes like, oh, cute girl that I met at Royall.
Oh man.
Yeah. Oh, shoot.
And so I put
I've
these
done
in a
that when I was
bag.
younger. I did that when I was a younger kid.
Yeah.
She found it?
She did find it.
Oh, shit.
And she called, like, it was so funny because I was doing extra work on this movie. And she called me. I was like, hey, what's up, bitch? I found you. And like, she was cursing me out, right?
Oh,
and she's at my house because I gave
Yeah.
her a key.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, oh, she's about to wreck my shit, man.
Yeah.
So I raced home. I was like, and I tried to explain to her, like, yeah, I was stupid. I was just keeping these numbers for just in case. And it was stupid.
Yeah.
So I had to throw the numbers away. So that was the first thing.
Yeah.
But
I think that's it. You're done already.
Yeah.
Well, she
stuck around because you
stuck
didn't
around,
get
yeah.
with any of them, so you didn't technically cheat.
Yes, right. But it was still kind of,
Yeah.
because it was a lot of numbers with notes, and she read all the notes.
A novel of each
Fine
one.
ass girl from Sprouts with the big booty.
right.
Red shoes, dress, white shirt.
Yeah.
No, whatever.
Oh my God. So then the second thing that I did, and this is probably the bad one, this is why I say it for the second one, is this girl told me she was coming to LA. And she was like, oh, can I stay at your place? And I was like, yes. So then what I did was I told my ex-girlfriend, I was like, yeah, you know what? I think we should take a break from this date.
Oh.
Like,
Oh no.
yeah. And
Damn.
so we broke up, did my thing. I was like, you know what was I thinking? We should get back together. And
You never did?
no, we did get back
Oh, you
together.
did get back together.
Yeah. But she told me if you ever break up with me again, I'm not taking you back.
You guys were on a break.
And then you were on a break.
You were on a break.
See, my girlfriend would have to understand that reference.
Oh, yeah, Friends is my jam.
Would you say that's cheating?
Yeah, that's cheating.
That's,
You broke up with her so you can get with another girl and then
It's-
got back with her when they left?
it's
we're
not
not
cheating.
together.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, but it's why you're not together. You specifically broke up with her so you could cheat. That's different. I can see if y'all had a fight and you broke up.
I don't even know if
y'all
you want me to put this on, man. That's pretty bad.
Nah, put that shit on there. People need to know what they getting into with this motherfucker over here. No, because like I can see if y'all had a fight, y'all broke up, and you thought it was over, and you're like, hey, well, I got another girl. But no, you pretend you fake broke up with her. You like, I'm gonna get her back. Let me just get this other chick in here. Steve, you were trash. I'm not gonna say you are trash, but you was trash back then. Like that is some trash behavior.
I don't dispute it. That's what I'm saying. Like,
wow.
Yes. Once I lost her, then it was I realized,
Well, why'd y'all end up breaking up? Because you said she came back after that.
Yes. So we ended up dating, and then what happened was I ended up losing my job, right?
Oh.
Yeah, so I lost my job.
Karma.
And she was like, putting gas in my car. And, she was like, oh, we don't have to, go out places. We can just stay in and watch a DVD or whatever.
In the car?
Cool. No. No, I had an apartment. I had a bachelor apartment.
Yeah.
Anyway, so maybe it's because I have like a little bit of an ego, but I just didn't feel comfortable with her taking care of me. Like I'm supposed to be the one taking care of her.
Right.
So I had this stupid plan. I was like, you know what? We'll break up. I'll get my shit together, and then I'll come back, but with a ring. Was the plan? Because I still know her ring size.
Yeah.
Because early in the relationship, I knew something was special about this girl. So I ended up we went to a jeweler store, and I was like, let's pretend we engaged, and so I got her ring up. Anyway,
damn, you teased her like that? Shit.
Damn.
No. She knew we were joking, but I saved that information. Anyway, so I was like, let's break up, and I'm gonna get back with her later. And she was like,
She told you if you break up with her again, she's not taking you back. Why would you do that?
Because I didn't want her taking care of me. And I thought because we had, this history, I thought, she would.
Nah, that's part of the journey, man. Like y'all in the trenches together.
Yes, I know that now. I didn't know that then.
Crap.
Yes.
So in the future, this is what's going to happen. This girl he's going to date, she hasn't heard this at all. Mm-hmm. And then they're going to be dating, and they're going to be going out for years. And then she's going to hear it, not knowing that he knows.
Yeah.
And she's going to go like this, we could do that? Okay. Hey, I'm going to break up with you for a date.
Well, no, I won't do that. If I break up with somebody, we breaking up. Like, I'm not going to do let's take a break. In fact, let me just put this out there as a public PSA. If a guy or girl says, let's take a break, don't get back together.
I don't agree with that.
What?
Only because I know several people who they were in like a long-term relationship, and they hit a rocky point, and they broke up. They broke up, and they got back together, and now they're married and been married for years. Like there's a few couples. I think a lot of couples that I know who got married broke up once and got back together. I don't know why all of them broke up, but one of them I know, like, I don't know, they got a little scared and it was moving too fast or something. They like, I don't think it's working out. But it's always a reason. But it doesn't matter. Like, they broke up and got back together, and then they're married now and been married for a long time.
Yes, but how does that differ from my breakup and get back together?
Because yours wasn't a real breakup. Like, they really broke up, and they really thought that they weren't going to be together anymore. Like, the girl that you broke up with, she probably was like, wow, he really broke up with me. Yo ass were like, I'm a fake breakup with her. I'm going to tell her I'm breaking up with her. But then once this other girl leaves, I'm gonna get her back. That's not a real breakup, Steve. And on her end it is. But yours, it was very deceitful.
Steve was like, I was crossing my fingers.
Nah, he's deceitful as hell. That was messed up, Steve. But no, I think if you break up once and get back together, yeah. But if you gonna keep breaking up, then it ain't working.
There are around 1,500 dating sites around the world, dating applications around the world. Did you know that?
I did not.
1,500
around the world.
I only know about 5 of them.
Yeah, many are specialized. Many are highly specialized. Some focus on interracial dating, while others service niches. Sorry, I can't see it very clear. This light is bright. Like highly religious daters.
Oh no, I wouldn't be on any religious sites. The extra religious people are the craziest of all the people. They crazy as hell. I ain't got
because you got to date Jesus as well.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, they just be doing too much. They just be cherry picking. They just be tripping, yo.
Here we go. Steve, have you ever been catfished?
No, but going back earlier, I did go out on a date with this one girl. She was cute. But the problem was she was a little bit I don't want to say desperate, but so I just tell you the story. So we go to this restaurant. We're having dinner. And like she would ask me questions like, "Oh, so what do you like to do for fun?" Whatever, general question. And like it was like whatever I said, she was like, "Oh my gosh, me too."
Oh nah.
Oh, I dated one like that. No, I have. Go on. I want to hear it.
And I was like, okay. So then, but it was like everything. She's like, "Oh my gosh, we're so compatible." Like it was almost like she was trying to.
We finish each other's pizza.
Yeah, you were like bark like a dog. She was like, arf, arf. You said a big dog. She was like, hop on one leg.
It was just too much. Like I don't like that.
Whoever I date has to know what that reference is from. But anyway, go ahead.
That's a
good one.
That's a good one.
I watched that not too long ago.
You did? That's
Oh, yeah.
like one of my favorite movies.
I just threw it on. I was like, I just wanted to see the part. Yes, fuck you too. Wait, sorry. Yes, fuck you too.
Hilarious.
I'm sorry, Steve. Go ahead.
No, that was it. Yeah, so that was like the word. I had to end that one.
Yeah, I never been catfished. I was talking to this one girl on the dating site, and I think she was fat fishing me.
Okay.
Like she was fatter than she was in her pictures.
Oh my God.
I just made that up, y'all. Fat fish. Y'all have been fat fish. I'm sure a lot of people been fat fish. But this is what happened. So she asked me like, why didn't it work out with the last girl that you went out with from the dating site? And I was like, well, she was a little not that I wouldn't date a thick girl, but like I was kind of thick at the time, and I didn't want nobody fatter than me, because I have really big boobs, and she had real big boobs, and I'm like, that's too much titty. Like it was too much titty for our situation. So I was like, she was just a little bigger than she said that she was.
Because you want to be able to hug?
Yeah, I want to be able to hug, and our titties were so big, our lips wouldn't even reach. It was just too much titty. So I was like, well, she was a little bigger than...
None of the lips would reach.
Exactly. Both sets. So when I said that she was a little bigger than what I expected, the girl I was talking to got mad. She was like, well, I'm fat too. And I was like, God. And she blocked me. Because I was trying to say, no, it's not that I wouldn't date a big girl. It was just that, she lied and, it just... She was like, oh, I'm fat too, and she just blocked me, and I was like, well, damn. So yeah, I was fat fish because obviously her pictures were thick,
Okay.
And I was like, well, you didn't look fat in your pictures, you look a little thicker than a Snicker, but I guess she was fat as fuck.
Well, that reminds me of what
life.
he was saying earlier about the when do you tell them do you want to get married or not? So is that a good pickup line? Hey, I don't want to get married. Just go up to someone and say that.
Right out the gate.
I don't know. I mean, there's some women that they say they don't want to get married.
I don't. I don't think I want to get married. That just sounds like a nightmare to me.
I want to get married, but I would say I'm definitely doing the prenup. And before I used to say I wouldn't do a prenup.
What if she's rich? You still doing the prenup?
I'm still doing the prenup. Sure, of course. Yeah, but I would customize mine. I would say you can get like if I cheat, you get automatic half.
Yeah.
If you cheat, you get nothing.
Got it.
So,
Did you guys ever see that Seinfeld episode where George Costanza, he's trying to break up with his fiance, and they go, just say you want a prenup, so that way, prenups when you, and they just say you want a prenup, and she'll be like, I can't believe this, let's break up.
Yeah.
And she makes more money than him, and she started laughing. She goes,
yeah, I saw that.
Dude, she goes like this, yeah, I'll sign the papers. I make more money than you.
That's hilarious. I don't want to say that I would never get married, because like to me right now, marriage sounds like a nightmare. I do not want to do it. But I mean, I guess if I found that person and she was like everything I ever wanted, and she's like, look, if we don't get married, I'm out of here, then I probably would. But it's not something that's on the top of my list of things to do. Because I don't know. I don't even like people in my personal space. I don't even want to live together, let alone get married. Like, I want someone that we can date forever.
Well, that's the thing. I think before you meet someone, everyone should have a list.
Yeah.
Like, this is where marriage is.
Yeah.
It's at the bottom.
It's way at the bottom. I personally
the other
think
side.
that everyone should have like a 3-day limit. Like, we'll hang out and I'll stay at your house for 3 days. But after 3 days, I'm leaving and I'm going back to my house. Or you can stay at my house for 3 days, but then you go home and you stay at your house for 3 days. Like we should have 3 days on and off. I feel like that'll be a way to not get tired of each other. And like you're going to get on each other's nerves sometimes. So if like you're at the other person's house and they're getting on your nerves, you're like, well, I know this bitch leaving tomorrow, right? 2 days from now, her ass is out of here. And then I get a 3-day break from her ass. You know what I mean? I think if people took 3 days off and 3 days on with each other,
I don't think that'll work.
longer.
That's not going to work.
What about 2 days?
No, it's not going to work because it's kind of like when I'm at work and I'm like this. Oh, it's 5 o'clock. It's not even 7 yet. Fuck, it's 7. It's like one more hour. Like, you know.
Yeah, you start counting down. But no, ideally, I think that we're gonna really like each other so much. It's gonna be like, oh man, she's leaving tomorrow, and I ain't gonna be able to see her for 2 or 3 days or whatever. But you know, we can still hang out. It's not that we won't see each other those days, but we won't stay at each other's house those days.
A part of the rule could be like, and then we ghost each other on this day.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I'm tripping. I think I just have a fear of commitment and having people in my personal space for too long. Because I get tired of people and people start getting on my nerves. I'm like, it's time for you to go. So I think that's what scares me. But maybe if I found the right person, I probably wouldn't want to be away from them. I don't know.
So if you did decide to get married, would you do separate bedrooms?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
Yeah.
We would definitely have to, because I like my
I Love
own.
Lucy. What is that?
No, they had separate beds.
yeah.
No, separate rooms.
Separate room,
Because
yeah.
I like my own personal space, and people have different living styles. Like, they might want to decorate their room a certain way, and I might not like that style. So you can have your room look the way you want it to look, and I'll have mine the way I want it to look.
Yeah.
She might be a neat freak, and she might get mad because, you know, I got some clothes on the bed. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like having your own personal space is important. We'll have sleepovers, you know?
That's what I was thinking, the same thing. That's the way to go.
Yeah,
Separate
we'll
rooms.
definitely have sleepovers, and we'll cuddle and be all up in each other's personal space, but it's your personal space. You can do whatever you want with it. You can put your ugly sculptures up. Like, she might have sculptures I hate or painting I hate. Hang that shit in your room, you know? And then in the living room, that's where we'll compromise, and we'll both have our styles.
It'll be like those
rest of the
commercials
house.
where like there's a line in the middle and
Yeah.
like this is your side, this is my side.
I just
Oh, no,
think
I'm
it's
with the whole
important to have your own personal space and to have individuality. Sometimes you just, you know, it's not personal to you, but I'm a person who I have to recharge sometimes, and I just like time alone. Like, I'm not mad at you. You're not getting on my nerves. I just need space by myself.
Alice in Wonderland, the place, like change places, like just
Yeah.
change. Like there's a painting here. Okay, we're putting mine up this week.
Yeah. Sometimes I just want to sit in my room for hours and just like do nothing or read a book or watch a show. Sometimes I want to watch a show by myself. I might not want a person to watch it with me. It's just, I like personal space. So yeah, if I got married, we would definitely have our own rooms.
Yeah.
You?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I like it because it's almost like you would still get that feeling like you're dating.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you know, you all go out, and then at the end of the night, it's like you walk her to her bedroom. Like,
Have a good night. Have a good time tonight. Give her a kiss.
Back to
Does someone
courting.
want to come in?
Hey, then you get a court for the rest of your life. That's good.
Yeah.
It
Exactly.
sounds exciting to me. My aunt and uncle have separate rooms, and it works for them because, like, she's a neat freak. He has tons of sneakers, so he likes to line his sneakers up at the foot of the bed. She's like, you're not lining your sneakers up in my bedroom. She snores like a fucking bear.
Yeah, I
so he
snore.
would
Yeah, I snore
never get any sleep. So it makes sense that they would have separate bedrooms. Not that they don't love each other, but they need their own personal space.
Yeah, I used to love the couch when I was with my ex. Just because I snored and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm making noise. I get it, whatever.
Yeah.
There were multiple reasons, but it was like, my own space, and there's a TV right there, and I'm like,
Yeah. I think a lot of people's marriage probably would last longer if they had separate rooms. Might not last forever, because living in the same house with somebody is still a lot, but it might last longer.
like you said, you watch Friends,
Yeah.
the tuck and roll.
You
You gotta tuck and roll sometimes, man.
Yeah.
I don't want
watch
to do that.
Friends.
I don't want to do that for the rest of my life. It's pretty much a scene where Chandler's saying like, "Oh my gosh, she sleeps on my arm, and I
fall
want to
asleep.
turn over." And Ross teaches him what you do is you move her over and roll. But then he did it
And
the
then
wrong
Rachel's
way.
like, "You do that to me?"
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There's moments in that show. We won't talk about that right now.
I like Friends. That was actually a really funny show.
Well,
Because
the-
people are like, you got to watch either Friends or Living Single. I watch both.
I will do a quiz. He hasn't seen it, so we'll talk about something else.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
No. We
That was the
don't have
extent
a
of
lot
my
of time.
Friends
That's why.
talk.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah, we have like 5 minutes.
So wait, would you want separate rooms? If
Oh,
you- if
what
you
I
was
want?
one?
I would like my game room, my man room.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like I could crash on the
Yeah.
couch.
But that's still your own personal space. And then what would she get? Like a she shed? Because she needs her own personal space too. I've always wanted a she shed. No, the room is yours too.
Yeah, but then I'm not going to be there all the time.
No, fuck out of here. Maybe she needs a space where you're not ever going to be.
Yeah, but maybe she doesn't want a TV in there, and I want a TV in there. Maybe she wants these flowers right there. I'm like, I don't want flowers right next to me when I wake up.
No, she needs a she shed. Then she could put all her stuff in there. That you have no say. How come you don't want her to have her own personal space?
No, the room is her personal space.
No, it's not. The room is yours and hers that you share. Do you sleep in the room?
She could put a sock on the drawer.
No.
It doesn't mean someone's in there.
Hell, do you get to sleep in the room?
When I want to.
Oh, so then
But it's not her space.
Or when she allows me to then.
No, you have
a man cave. So
you have a man cave, so she should have a she cave.
She can use my man cave. She could play video games.
No, fuck you and your man cave. She needs a she shed. She doesn't want to play your stupid fucking video games. No. She wants some incense and some nice frilly pillows, and she wants candles and nice music and flowers. And no, she doesn't want it in the room that you sleep in with your fucking feet in your socks.
Perfect. So no, it'll be nice. It'll be nice and clean. Now check it out. I'll have a drawer in my man cave where all those items you mentioned.
No, fuck your drawer.
I'll pull them out for her. I'm like, hey,
let me ask you a question. Why do you not want her to have her own personal space that's just hers that you're not up in?
Then we have to pay for another room. Like now it's a 3-bedroom.
No, fuck out of this nigga is selfish. Y'all see this?
3-bedroom.
You
now
guys
we're paying more,
this,
and
right?
we can't go on the vacation she wants to go to because of that 3rd bedroom.
Well, why can't she have your man cave then, and you put your video games in the bedroom?
She could use it, but when
hell no, hell no. Y'all, he's
she can
selfish.
use it. She can use it.
No, she. If you get a man cave, she gets a woman cave or a she shed.
So, like I said, when you can switch things around, it's like, okay, well, it's a shared man cave. So you're like that wall that goes like this in 007.
Personal space is not personal space if you have to share it. The shared space.
Yeah.
You selfish as hell.
Nah.
Y'all, ladies, y'all see this, right? Take note. You don't get a she shed if you get with him. You get a drawer in his man cave and a pillow.
Yo, this whole time Brooklyn is putting us on blast.
Y'all deserve it.
Hey, but when she walks in there, I'll have it ready for her. So it's like she walked in.
It's not hers though. It's yours that you allow her to be in.
And she could dress up that bedroom all she wants.
No, because you get to be in there. I want to. No.
When she allows me, I mean.
No, absolutely not. The bedroom is your shared space for the both of you. Then you have your man cave and she has her she shed.
No, our shared space is the living room.
No. Oh my God. What is wrong with you? Y'all, he
not y'all.
I'm talking to the people.
We got 2 shared spaces, the living room and the bedroom, and then she could do whatever she wants to that bedroom. I'm not going to be there all the time. I'm going to be on the couch.
Yeah, but you'll be there. That's the point. She wants somewhere you're not going to be. She wants a she shed that you're not going to, just like she's not really going to be in the man cave unless you say, hey, come on in. She wants a she shed where you're not going to be in there unless
I'll give her my schedule.
No, fuck out of here. Y'all, don't move in with this man. You're not getting a she shed. You ain't getting shit.
Not getting a she shed.
Oh, man. That's 3 beds. I mean, if she makes more than me, yeah, then cool. Get your 3rd bedroom.
But if you have to buy it, then she gets nothing. Trash, y'all. Trash.
She'll enjoy the games.
He does not care about you. I don't give a shit about a video game. You hear me?
Hey, darts.
I don't want no fucking darts. I want to sit and meditate in a room with good smelling flowers. Well, I might be gay as hell, but I'm girly as hell. On the inside, I'm very girly. And I don't want to be in your fucking man cave.
No, man, that's going to be on my list. I'm like, hey, I like to play games. I like to do this. I like to do that. And she goes, hey, I like those too. Then she's going to be like, can I use that little man cave of yours too?
Nah, get the hell out of here. I'm the only one that curses on this show. I'm the potty mouth of this.
No, you're fucking not. Whatever.
I think I cursed once.
Shit.
Oh, you did?
I think I did once, yeah.
I'm a extreme potty mouth. But you know what's funny? I don't curse in my stand-up.
Well, you shouldn't because it's a filler.
Necessary.
You shouldn't really do that.
The only time I use it is if it makes the joke funnier. But I don't just be cussing.
I'm trying to think what would make it funnier. You just have to you have to be there to. I don't know.
There's this one joke where I talk about how Brooklyn is fancy now. And it used to be hood, and I have this joke where this girl's like, oh my God, you live in Brooklyn? My friend Ashton lives there. He owns a juice bar. And I'm like, man, fuck Ashton. And it's not funny if I don't say fuck Ashton. If I be like, forget Ashton. It just doesn't punch.
Right.
You know, like when I say fuck Ashton, the whole audience hollers. But if I'm like, man, forget Ashton, they're like, you know?
Right.
So that's
Ashton's a doo-doo face.
Yeah, Ashton's an ass. Ashton can kiss my ass, you know. But when I say fuck Ashton, it really punches and the audience laughs.
Yeah,
so
it's also like the way the tone, like it's the tone for sure.
Yeah, so that's an instance where I will only use curse words if it makes the joke funnier.
Gotcha.
But overall, all
right, well, that's enough of that.
Yeah, man. That's a wrap on shooting the shit. Come to my comedy shows and come up and tell me I'm funny and fine at the end. And if you're fine too, maybe I'll give you my number.
All right, that's Brooklyn. That's Steve.
Yes, I'm Steve Royall. I've learned lessons from the past. I'm not the same guy.
All right, I'm Ceejay. That's shooting the shit at Robot Killer Studios. Have a great day. Bye, guys.
Bye.
See ya.